If you're a Texan or one of the millions of people who've left their home states to move here, you're probably already familiar with the reasons why Texas is the best place to be. But for everyone else, here's why our state just doesn't compare. Texas is the best state because we have mouth-watering food, deep-rooted history, and we are Texas proud. With an appetite that's almost as big as the geographic footprint, the great state of Texas is home to a melting pot of culinary comforts. 3 meat barbecue plates, benefits of regional Mexican food, and pecan pie happy hours are just a few of the great eating experiences. I put a list of a few of my favorite Texan foods, such as brisket, chicken fried steak, enchiladas, the state capital, queso, tacos, burger, ribs, margaritas, pecan pie, chili pie, Gulf oysters, steak, peaches, sausage, crazy, fries, kolaches, beer, whiskey, and margaritas. The next thing we're going to step into is Texas pride. And one thing all true Texans share is a deep sense of pride in our state. One of the campaigns that we run here is Don't Mess with Texas. It was inspired by true Texas pride. We go through great strengths to keep our state litter-free with award-winning ads, statewide road tours, education programs, and contests. From the first TV ad, they have lots of TV sponsors and artists that have studied the Texas Don't Mess with Texas campaign, such as LeAnn Rimes, Kevin Fowler, Matthew McConaughey, just to name a few. Next, I want to step into how we have such a rich history. A couple of topics across the board. One of our biggest ones is on July 20th, 1969. The flight controllers oversaw Apollo 11 flight that landed Neil Armstrong on the moon and returned astronauts safely to home. The Alamo is another iconic history staple, as well as the deadliest hurricane in American history, which hit Galveston. Let's see what my notes say here. With winds up to 130 miles per hour, prolonged Galveston, Texas. It killed over 8,000 people and destroyed the once thriving city. It remains the deadliest natural disaster in United States history. One of our other history staples we're not proud of or glad that this event happened in our state, but while traveling through Dallas in an open convertible on November 22nd of 1963, President John F. Kennedy was shot and killed by Lee Harvey Oswald. 2 hours later, Vice President Lyndon Johnson was sworn as the 36th President of the United States aboard Air Force One while stationed in Dallas Love Field Airport. Back to the Alamo, which if you're not familiar is in San Antonio, Texas. It was attacked by a large Mexican force led by Santa Anna. The siege had begun on February 23rd, 1836, which is also my younger brother's birthday in 2001, but that was kind of cool. It shared the same date. The Alamo siege lasted 13 days before the Mexican forces broke through the courtyard and slayed most of the Texans. There are some very famous names that might ring a bell, such as David Crockett, Daniel Boone, just to name a couple. And that's pretty much it. Those three topics for Texas kind of sum us up. Food, everything's bigger in Texas, our big Texas pride, and our deep, rich history.